My routine is very broken right now. After flying back to Thailand to the Philippines, let's just say that my routine is, just like Amber Heard's reputation, utterly destroyed. And after days and days of moving around, and after finally settling into an apartment here, it's about time for me to fix my routine. So, here's my new updated 2022 morning routine. Or at least, me trying to do a morning routine. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm really trying. So what changed from my last morning routine? Well, a couple of things, or more like the whole thing. First, the place that I'm staying right now is actually quite colder compared to where I stayed before, Thailand, which was quite hot. You could imagine, it's Thailand. So now, I have quite a hard time waking up early because it's freezing in the morning. I don't have good tolerance for weather. So waking up at like 5 a.m. in the morning is quite a challenge for me. Now, you may be asking me, or you might be telling me,
Kai, you're so freaking lucky. Like, where I live is like 69 degrees Celsius. Like, you're so fucking lucky.
And yeah, I'm lucky to live in a place that's cold, but places with cold weather also have their own problems. The main problem with cold weather is that it's a nightmare to take a shower in the morning, or to wash your face, or to get out of bed, or to even wake up. Unlike before where it was moderately warm in the morning, there I could easily get up, take a shower, do anything. Unlike here, it'll take a while for me to adjust to this weather, but nonetheless, there are some positives. For instance, I don't wake up at midnight anymore because it's not hot. Yeah, there's just one positive. I usually wake up around 6:30 in the morning, so I think that's a good time for me to start my morning routine. So what is my morning routine? Actually, I start my morning routine at night. Boom! Plot twist. Usually at this time, I'm most likely on my computer. Usually before ending the day, I would try to plan on what to do in the next day, as well as organizing a few things. And when I'm organizing, I'm usually using Chrome, because my main work usually occurs on Notion and Chrome. Now, Chrome can be quite a scary place since it's easy for people to just have tons of tabs open. My friends. So, to organize my most frequent websites, I use IDENATI. If you guys don't know, IDENATI is like a little neat organized hub of websites. I put all my websites that I use into these tiles that look clean and easy to look at. Damn, look at those clean tiles. These tiles have a feature where it can automatically fill in usernames and passwords for websites you visit using the tiles. This is very good for people who forget their passwords or usernames. You can even create different categories for the websites you put in. For example, I have 3 categories. Academics, which contains all the tiles I use for academics, YouTube for my YouTube channel and stuff, and leisure for when I have free time. I also use a note feature they have to make like quick notes and to-do lists. So for the next day, I usually write my to-do list on their quick notes. One neat feature about the tiles is that you can put tiles on the notes so that you can access the tile from the note itself. How many times am I gonna say tiles? After writing my to-do list for the next day, I head to bed. My routine starts at 6:30 a.m. and the sun is quite bright outside. I chose 6:30 because 6 a.m. seemed to be quite too early in my opinion. And it's because it's so freaking cold. Since I sleep around 11 p.m., I more or less get around 7.5 hours of sleep, unless I play with my friends, in which I would end up playing at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, this is the hardest part of my morning routine, because it's so freaking cold. So I do what most productive people do. I go back to sleep. Usually after I go back to sleep, I wake up at 7 a.m. and I realize that it's 7 a.m. With my now new convictions, I get out of my bed and head to the living room. The first things first, shower. Before that, I would make my bed and let some light and air in. If the time's right, I would make sure to check my plants' health and water them. After these things, I head to to the shower. Alright, I take back what I said. This is the hardest part of the routine. After 10 minutes of wishing that my heater worked well, I finally finish showering and do my skincare. Not because I'm Korean, get your stereotyping ass out of here, but because I have acne. And yes, well, acne is a bitch. Let's just say that acne is my bitch. I forgot this video is sponsored, I should really stop cussing. I'll be making a video going in depth in the future, granted if the treatment will actually work. But to summarize, I cleanse, exfoliate, treatment, is that what you call it? And I moisturize. Oh, and I sunscreen in the morning. I'm really hoping this treatment works. If it doesn't, I'm deleting my entire channel. Once I'm done with my skincare, I head to the table. I open my laptop and check what I need to do for the day. I open Google so that I can check on things like my email and my YouTube. Now, one thing about my email is that I used to clown on those people who would say that replying to emails is productive, because I always thought that email is the easiest and most mundane task to do. But now that I'm in those shoes, let me just say, as a socially awkward person, replying to these emails is the worst thing ever for me. So usually that takes more or less half an hour to an hour. After replying to emails, I check my YouTube studio to read comments as well as to check general analytics. But my mornings don't always go that way. When I don't feel like it or when I'm procrastinating, I would just watch YouTube sometimes or play a game. Yeah, I really love procrastinating. Once it's 8 AM, my appetite kicks in and I make myself some breakfast. Now, compared to before, I used to cook my breakfasts, but after moving to this little apartment, cooking food is a little bit harder. So now I only eat simple breakfasts like cereal. I would pour myself a bowl of cereal and eat it for breakfast. I kinda think that eating a light breakfast is better, since before I would usually have a full tummy even until lunch. After eating breakfast, I would wash the dishes right after, training myself to be one of the best house husbands ever, haha. Usually I would prop my phone on the shelf and I would watch something while I do the dishes. Yeah, multitasking. After washing the dishes, I would head to the bathroom to brush my teeth. Now, I mainly use an electric toothbrush, as not only do I feel like they're more efficient and proficient at cleaning the teeth, my electric toothbrush also has a built-in timer so that I don't have to worry about the time I'm taking to brush my teeth. After brushing my teeth, I'm ready to start the day.